Now you have a file that is saved and properly named. You do, right? If you didn't already watch this first video, take your headshot and name it properly. Please go back and watch that video and do that now before you move on. So now I'm going to open up the Finder, which is the application in the background of your Macintosh. It makes the desktop, the file system, the hard drive, and all of that. I'm going to open it by holding down the Command key and pressing the Tab key, which gives me this really nifty pop-up overlay in the middle of my screen with all of my open apps. I can use my mouse, as you see, to roll over and choose one. I can tab through them. Every time I push Tab, it pops to the next one. So I want to open up the Finder. Now I'm going to go up to the File menu and choose New Finder Window. And notice I didn't have to go over to my hard drive. I didn't have to do anything to get here. I did it all through shortcuts and menu choices. There's usually 3 or 4 different ways to do stuff on a Mac, and these are different ways that you can get there. I'm going to go to my Documents folder, and here's my properly named file, my name, block, headshot. I'm going to right-click that file and choose Open With, and it may take a little while for this to come down if you haven't done it recently. But it has all these different options for things that are installed on my computer that I could open this file with. I want to use Preview today, and that's the default. So I could have just double-clicked it, but I wanted to point out this Open With feature. It's really handy if you wanted to open it with something that you didn't normally open that sort of file with. So I'm going to use Preview today. You could probably just double-click your file if you haven't already. And here's this really lovely shot of my weekend face. So we need to do 3 things to this shot. We need to crop it, we need to resize it, and potentially we need to color it, depending on your preferences. So first, let's crop it to the right shape. We just want the head in the shot. We don't need the rest of the background. So I'm going to come over to this little suitcase icon, which shows the markup toolbar, all of these tools down here. And I'm going to make sure that I have the rectangle selection tool showing and highlighted. It's got a little bit of a blue highlight there to show me that's the active tool. That allows me to select a rectangular section of this picture. In the lower right corner, you can see the number of pixels, dimensions that you are highlighting. You want that to be square. So whatever you're picking, make sure that it's a square amount. And then I'm looking at the center dots to line up with my nose, and the vertical center dots to line up with my cheekbones. And that will put this pretty centered for a picture inside the square that I'm going to select. And then finally, I'm going to go up to the toolbar and I'm going to choose Crop. And that's going to limit this file to just the section that I had selected. So now I have a properly shaped file, properly named. I'm going to quickly save that so that that change doesn't get lost, and then we'll continue in the very next video.